It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
This is 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. Welcome to the NBA. We're joined by the legends, Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. And coming right up, we'll see the Oklahoma City Thunder playing against the Cleveland Cavaliers. Checking out Cleveland. They're looking to come out strong and make their mark early. They have to look at this game as a great opportunity to do just that. Well, last season was pretty much a lost cause with all the injuries that the Thunder went through. When this team is healthy, however, Kenny, do you feel they should be a top contender in the West?
Oh, when they're healthy, they're one of the best. I mean, the Thunder, with their roster complete, when it's complete and they're healthy, they can contend with anyone. I think they're dominant when their core guys are there. If one or two guys are missing, they play such a vital role that it's difficult for them to sustain any kind of success.
And injuries will be a factor for this team, as it is with every team. But, you know, they've made it to the conference finals over and over and over again. So hopefully they can stay healthy.
And that does it for us. Thanks for joining us, and we will see you a bit later.
We have an interconference affair lined up for you today as the Cleveland Cavaliers come in for this one. The fans are making noise here at the Chesapeake Energy Arena. The Oklahoma City Thunder getting settled in. A time-honored tradition, the NBA on 2K Sports, Sunday Night Hoops action. Delighted to have all of you with us here tonight. With Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. And it's the Cavaliers to start out. And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. Filling out the wings, it's Shumpert and LeBron. Down low, it's Love and Mozgov. And it's Irving at the 1. Now, here's Westbrook. Durant, no good.
And Iman Shumpert, more athlete than player when he entered the league. 42-inch max vertical, shoulders carved like Michelangelo. But he had a long way to go in terms of his skill set. And you can see that evolution right before your eyes.
And stolen by Kyrie Irving. And they will call over the back on the play.
Yeah, he was boxed out and tried to get the rebound the only way he could.
Yeah, he got straight over the back and on top of him there, too. So nothing subtle about that one.
James outside. Outside Shumpert. Love outside. And James gets it to go on the assist by Love. LeBron's got the opening basket of the game for Cleveland. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. It's Durant with the drive, and it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. That's on LeBron James.
You look at Kevin Durant, and he does have a bit of an unusual body type. Still is fairly thin, even after 8 years in the league. Yet up until last season, he's been one of the more durable players in the league. Kind of like Reggie Miller in that regard.
The free throw drops for Durant. Talking about Durant's physical makeup, some scouts were actually worried about his athleticism when he declared for the draft after just 1 year at Texas. At the NBA Combine, Greg, you were talking about this. He posted some of the worst numbers of all the top prospects.
He did, but I tell you what, he did blow people away with his length. 6'10", with a 7-foot 5-inch arm span. I mean, that makes up for a whole lot in this league. And as we've seen throughout his Hall of Fame career, I think it's worked out pretty nice.
I think it has too. And it's Love penetrating. Good. Love's got his first points of the night.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Kevin, I was able to talk with Billy Donovan for a moment. He said that the key to the game will be how well they defend Kyrie Irving, adding, he's shown himself to be one of the premier point guards in the game already. Whether it's passing, shooting, or penetrating, we need our guys in the backcourt to really get up into him, and our bigs need to be ready to bring help. Guys, you can bet that Irving will be their focus defensively.
Thanks, Doris.
Really nice way to get your first bucket of the day.
Robertson dishes to Westbrook. And that one's good. Westbrook's got his second bucket tonight.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems.
Irving with a clean look. Misses the three. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Durant, the pass to Adams. Kicks it to Durant. Shot clock at 5. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Near the three-point line, it's Westbrook. LeBron with some nice D.
And it's strange to think that early last year, all the talk in the media was about the in-house fighting on the Cavs. It goes to show just how much better things are for a team when they're winning.
Here's Westbrook following the score by Cleveland. No luck. Good D by Irving.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
He's looking for James and finds him. For the three, and Kyrie Irving gets the three. Irving's got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. Thunder trailing by 4. Screen by Ibaka. It's Durant with the drive. Here's Robertson. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. For Cleveland, they've gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Outside Irving. From 18 feet away, and there's another one for the Cavaliers.
If you're waiting for him to miss when he's that open, you're going to be in for a long wait.
Here's Westbrook, and the layup's good off the glass. Westbrook's got 7.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
The Thunder going with a whole new group out there. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Anderson Varejão's checked in for Mozgov. Thompson comes in for Kevin Love. J.R. Smith's checked in for Shumpert. And it's Williams in for Kyrie Irving. Tipped away. And it's out of bounds. The Cavaliers able to retain possession here.
You know what? A low percentage pass on that one, but sometimes it's worth the risk.
Well, that time the risk did not pay off because it was well defended.
Outside Williams. Passes it to LeBron. From the left block. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. And for LeBron James, a remarkable step. Greg, he had increased his field goal percentage for 7 consecutive seasons going into 2014.
Yeah, a steep decline last season, though, back below 50%. Was it just the challenge of new teammates and a new system, or the mileage he's accumulated? This season may start to answer that question.
Pass to Augustine. He dishes it to Waiters. And Thompson sends it back. They get it back. And Cantor wide open. He shoots. Rebound by Anderson Varejao.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
And you know, with LeBron, he's played over 40,000 career minutes. He's played more than Larry Bird did his entire career. More than NBA Iron Man Andre Miller as well. And those miles take their toll. They've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball into the paint.
Clearly, they've been the aggressors thus far when it comes to attacking the interior in this first half.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock, and it's Cantor again missing. The Cavaliers leading by 5. James outside. And he gets it to go. James has got 6.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Augustine from outside. No good, trying to beat the buzzer. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Cavaliers lead by 7. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment.
Come on with it. Me and you getting it on. Don't even go there. Come on with it. Come on with it.
And a moment now to hear from Steven Adams as he reflects back on a life growing up as the youngest of 18 children back in New Zealand.
So, like, the youngest over there has to do everything, like all chores, pretty much 18 years of being rookie. That's pretty much all it is, and people just beat you up for no reason.
Hard to imagine growing up in such a huge family, but it sounds like maybe it prepared him for life in the NBA.
Yeah, got him outside of himself and toughened him up a little bit. No question about that. Wow, 18? That's mind-boggling.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And taking a look at the Cavaliers' performance here, what do you guys see?
A lot of tough D being played by them so far. It's been the difference maker.
Greg, no uncontested shots for the most part. That's why they've had success.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So for Oklahoma City right now, inside you've got Ibaka and Cantor. Westbrook the point with Waiters at the 2, and it's Durant in at the small forward position.
And for Kevin Love last season, he didn't want to be called a stretch 4, but the numbers suggest he was exactly that. Nearly 1 out of every 2 shots he took was from 3, a much higher ratio than at any other time in his career.
As Greg was talking about Clark back to Love, it wasn't his choice to camp out from 3 last year. It was designed that way to create operating space for both LeBron and Kyrie.
Yeah, and you think about it, it's hard to ask a successful post player not to play to his strengths, but Love made the sacrifice, and I don't think he gets enough credit for that, Kevin.
Adams, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. And a switch here also for Cleveland. Shumpert's checked in. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And for Kevin Love, such a big part of that Minnesota Timberwolves franchise. I mean, they drafted him 5th overall back in 08, and really he had been their catalyst his entire career. Even last year when he decided he finally wanted out, he helped the Wolves land Andrew Wiggins in the trade that shook the league.
Still trailing, but their offense is off life support here in the second quarter. It's got a pulse.
Good point, Clark. They're starting to make some shots, looking to try and get back in this one.
It's a pick by Love. And it's Shumpert penetrating. Hops loose off the pick and hammers it home.
And how about the execution on that play? The screen was set up in exactly the right spot.
And the finish wasn't too bad either.
Perfectly designed and perfectly executed.
There's the pick. Durant against Jefferson. And Ibaka kicks to Adams. Just 5 on the clock. Durant for 3. Can't get it to go. And Cleveland the other way now. Well, Kevin Love, and we've kind of gone over some things in Minnesota with Greg, but Clark, Kevin Love probably wasn't long for the Timberwolves.
Yeah, it was time for fresh scenery, and that's why the Cavs offered up the house, including Wiggins, who eventually became Rookie of the Year, for the chance to get Love.
Waiters dishes to Westbrook, and that one's good. Westbrook's got 14 points for the game.
Kevin, he's definitely making his presence felt here in the first half. He's been very effective so far.
Love the pass to Shumpert. Love with the screen for Shumpert. Lets it fly from 18. Serge Ibaka with the rebound. Thunder trailing by 4. Westbrook with it. He's picked up by Irving. Westbrook drives in. Here's Durant, and there's another one for the Thunder.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
And they're starting to heat up is what they're doing. They're on fire. I mean, that's what they need to climb back into this game.
And for all the flash and dash in Oklahoma City over the past few years, Serge Ibaka silently goes about his business. While all eyes are on the mega stars, Durant and Westbrook, Ibaka lurks around like a jaguar. I mean, finding opportunities to exploit any weakness in the opposition.
Roberson, he's checked in for waivers. Cleveland also making some changes. Mozgov comes in for Tristan Thompson. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Jefferson. Here's Irving. He has 5. Talking about Ibaka, he does so many things that help his team. The little things that always make a difference, even with his superb free throw shooting. Up to a remarkable, Clark, 84% last year.
Yeah, but, you know, Ibaka had an injury of his own. As much as people talked about Durant's injury, the knee soreness Ibaka had cost him 18 games last year. So that was tough for him.
And that's not the best of shot selection there. The defense definitely won that possession.
Yeah, I think in that case, you've got to go elsewhere with the ball. You just can't rise up over the top of him when he's on you.
Now Adams following the three-point attempt by Kevin Love. And off target as he starts the game 0 for 1. And Shumpert kicks to Irving to the inside. Love. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here. For the Thunder, Nick Collison's checked in for Adams. Singler comes in for Serge Ibaka. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Russell Westbrook. And then for Cleveland, LeBron, he's checked in for Shumpert. And Mo Williams subbed in for Irving. And watching Nick Collison, he makes all the hustle plays, all the little plays, the things that really will not show up in a score sheet, stat sheet. For over a decade, he's had that role and embraced it.
And Kevin, the other thing he does as a veteran is a coach knows what he's going to get. He doesn't make the mistakes that some players make. And while he's not going to be a great scorer in the post or a high-flying rim protector, his game really is built on intelligence and toughness. And so positioning for charges, making open mid-range jump shots, all the unsung things that help a team win games.
Now Singler, after LeBron's three-pointer that didn't go. 4 on the shot clock. Deep 2 from Singler, and that one comes up a bit short.
You know, on the topic of Nick Collison's shooting, last season was his only real setback. Only shot 42% after having a career 54% shooting percentage. But he's up slightly in most other categories, especially the ones based on hustle and effort.
Nice shot by James.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
And when you talk about Nick Collison, every team needs someone like him. He's focused, unselfish. He's that hard-nosed big with just enough skill to bite you when you forget about it.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Kanter's checked in. Cleveland also making some changes. Anderson Varejau's checked in for Mozgov. And Smith's subbed in for Kevin Love. .110 left in the first half. Singler outside. He kicks it to Robertson. There's the screen. 5 on the clock. Collison for 3. The Thunder with another miss.
You know, not really a significant margin in terms of them rebounding, but enough to get the job done.
Yeah, but one more advantage in the stat column, and that's what's translated to this lead. Clearly a 2-for-1 situation here, guys.
Oh, without question, Greg. I mean, the wise move would be to get themselves a quick shot so they have an opportunity to get that 2-for-1.
The offensive rebound. They get a hand on it. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Williams can't hit.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
And Augustine kicks to Cantor. Shot to end this cold run. He takes it up and lays it in.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
And that does it for the first half of play. Cavaliers ahead, up by 6. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, I'm here with Russell Westbrook. And Russell, how confident are you that regardless of what defender you see in front of you, you can get what you want?
Very confident. I have a lot of confidence in myself. I put a lot of work in the summertime, and I'm very confident.
Russell, thank you so much. Kevin, hard work pays off.
All right, Doris, thank you. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Kenny, the Jet Smith, and Shaquille O'Neal. We'll be looking back at the game's first half. Cleveland did not hesitate to set the pace. Their lead at one point was up to 7, and they had some real nice momentum going. By the end of the first quarter, their lead was 7. The second quarter wasn't as kind to them, but they still fought through some mistakes to have a 6-point cushion at the half. Kenny, your thoughts? How are the Cavaliers playing?
Well, they're playing some unselfish basketball here tonight, Ernie. Guys aren't trying to take the defense 1-on-5. They're moving the basketball and finding the open man. And then, of course, the open man is finishing, so no problem here tonight.
And, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Thunder.
Well, overall, they played terrible defense. In the half court, guys were getting hung up on screens, reaching for the ball instead of moving their feet. In transition, guys weren't always getting back. They were not finding the shooters. It comes down to fundamentals, and this game can get away from them if they do not toughen up.
And that'll do it for now as we send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far.
Well, Westbrook has been great. He's got 14 points, and he's got 2 baskets from out in three-point land.
And I'm sure they'd like to get a few more of those out of him.
Thunder trailing by 6. It's been said time and time again that playing in Oklahoma City is one of the tougher places to play in the league. Last year we saw it as well. This place, Greg, gets so loud when the Thunder are rolling.
And even though the Thunder missed the playoffs, the Chesapeake Energy Arena was as loud as ever. Really helps when you are the show in a city.
So on the floor for Cleveland, LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Kyrie Irving is out there with Iman Shumpert. And it's Mozgov in at the center, locking down the middle. So here's Westbrook, following the basket by LeBron James. James against Durant. And there's the pass to Westbrook. A basket good off the assist from Durant. 17 points for Russell Westbrook.
And even though the injuries hurt the Thunder, last year at home they were still as strong as ever. I mean, a home record of 29-12 is pretty darn good. Unfortunately, they were in a very tough Western Conference.
Now here's Shumpert. It's deflected. Westbrook against Shumpert. And Westbrook, here we go. Here's Durant, and Oklahoma City again with the bucket.
And part of why the Thunder were so good at home was their attention to detail on the defensive end of the floor. They were a top 5 defense at home. They had the best rebound differential in the league at home.
Well, when you think about guards who play without fear or any hesitation, and Russell Westbrook is the first of those guys to come to mind.
I tell you what, man, his relentless pursuit and attacking of the goal and his opponent is really something to watch.
Dion Waiters checked in for Oklahoma City. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Here's Shumpert. And another miss by Cleveland.
And for Westbrook, he had some high praise. Allen Iverson said he's a huge fan of Westbrook and sees so much of himself in him, mostly due to how they play with heart. I'll tell you the other thing, Allen Iverson always felt was the most intimidating small guard in the history of the league. Russell Westbrook rapidly trying to claim that honor.
6 to shoot, and he gets it to go. And that's now 10 points for Kevin Love.
Yeah, that's asking a lot from that defender.
Yeah, it certainly is. I mean, he just doesn't have the size to really be effective in that kind of matchup.
And Ibaka kicks to Westbrook. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
You know, I was thinking back to that Iverson quote on Westbrook. They play with that same fire. The styles in which they play are different, but you can see the intensity is the same between them.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And guys, Serge Ibaka's production was just a little off last season. We're not talking, big number changes. We're talking small dips in a number of categories.
Well, one category where he did really fall off, though, Kevin, was field goal percentage.
Gentlemen,
a career 53% shooter, he dropped down to 47%.
That free throw good from Kevin Love.
And getting back to Ibaka, everything changed for him the minute Kevin Durant was lost last season. I mean, defenses could focus on him, and he was the Thunder's only front court scoring threat. And as much as he's improved on offense, he still has neither the flexibility nor skill set to be a guy that can be considered a first or second option offensively.
Talking about Ibaka, last season was good for his growth. I mean, he got a taste of what it's like to be the first or second scoring option rather than an afterthought. Now it's up to him to take that experience and convert it into improvement. Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play.
Here's Westbrook. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
And that last replay courtesy of Kia. Well, it was a season last year of heartbreak and change for the Thunder, narrowly missing the playoffs as the Pelicans beat them out for that 8th position.
Yeah, and they were teetering back and forth on that 8th spot for most of the year. Ultimately, they just couldn't hold on to that final playoff spot.
Enes Kanter's checked in for Steven Adams. A switcher also for Cleveland. J.R. Smith's checked in for Kevin Love. Oklahoma City has gone 1-2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break.
Guys, for the Thunder, that playoff miss was the first time they didn't make the postseason since their first year in Oklahoma. Fans have really been spoiled with how successful the Thunder have been of late.
Cavaliers trailing. James dishes to Smith. He feeds it to Thompson. Cleveland moving the ball around. Smith outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Durant. And Durant sends it back. Waiters with the ball. He's got 5. Outside Durant. There's a screen by Kanter. Durant kicks to Ibaka. Jacks up a 3. That's good. And a nice assist from Durant. Now it's a 4-point Thunder lead.
And the Western playoffs it seemed a bit amiss without having the Thunder involved. Westbrook, I tell you what, he did everything he could to try and carry that injured group into the postseason last year, but it just wasn't to be.
Here's Smith. The 15-footer. Good. Oklahoma City's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Westbrook drives in, and he goes in for the dunk.
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skill as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
Boy, that's a nice surge for them just when they needed it in a game that was so tight.
Thompson. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
Yeah, but you have to love that tough interior defense.
And, Greg, that's exactly what he gives you. I mean, he's constantly making his presence felt around the rim.
Kept alive. Here's Waiters. And Thompson sends it back. And Jefferson, here we go. Irving with it, and it's Waiters picking him up. Irving misses. The Thunder leading by 4. Durant kicks to Westbrook. We got 22 seconds left to play in the third. They get it again. Goes back up. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle on a lot of contact there.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
This is his first free throw of the game. The free throw drops for Russell Westbrook. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. The Cavaliers trail by 6. LeBron up top. He's covered by Collison. Now here's James with 2 seconds left. And good. And it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. James has got 12 in the game. And we've reached the end of the third. Thunder lead by 4. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. Welcome back as we get rolling once more. The fourth quarter right ahead in what's been a very well-contested game. The Cavaliers trail by 4. Steven Adams is out there with Nick Collison. Then it's Kyle Singler. Then there's DJ Augustine. And it's Roberson in at the 2 spot. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. And there's the foul. It's on Steven Adams. That is his first foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Nobody near Williams. Here's Shumpert. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Thunder.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
Yeah, I think you also have to give them a lot of credit for how well they've risen up to meet shooters, to challenge shots in this game. A lot of blocked shots tonight.
And both free throws good for Shumpert.
And last year's midseason trade had to feel good to Iman Shumpert. Toiling away in New York, injured, uninspired. Boy, did he find new life in Cleveland. Of course, playing next to LeBron can do that for you.
Now here is Singler. Shot clock at 6. Dishes it to Adams. Mozgov with the block. Singler against Williams. To take the lead. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. LeBron's got 4 assists now tonight. And for Shumpert last year, Clark, he added the defense and athleticism on the wing that Cleveland so desperately needed.
Yeah, he sure did, Kevin. And he also became a facilitator of all things. I mean, you wouldn't expect that from him, but he averaged over 3 assists a game, easily the best mark of his career.
Good point. Adams, the pass to Augustine. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. They shoot again. And Greg, how about DJ Augustine and the roller coaster ride last season, beginning in Detroit, ending up in a very creditable position with the Oklahoma City Thunder?
And a lot of that was because Jennings was so inconsistent for Stan Van Gundy last year, even so much so that he started starting Augustine, and this was just a small part of the turmoil for Detroit last season.
The free throw drops for Augustine. On the Thunder with some changes. Ibaka comes in for Nick Collison. And Kevin Durant has subbed in for Kyle Singler. Thompson, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Irving comes in for Mo Williams. Both free throws good from Augustine.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Irving dishes to LeBron. Pass to Thompson. Outside Irving. Puts it up. That's in. Coming off the assist from Thompson. And that's now 7 points for Kyrie Irving.
So back to DJ Augustine. It's the middle of last year, and he and Jennings are practically splitting time at the point. Then Jennings goes down with an Achilles injury, and it looks like Augustine will take over full-time duty. Nope, the Pistons trade Augustine to Oklahoma City for Reggie Jackson.
Here's Shumpert. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. Mozgov sets a screen for Shumpert. Thompson outside. Irving against Augustine. Got him up in the air with the pump fake and then took advantage. Irving's got 4 points in the quarter.
You know, one thing about the Augustine-Jackson trade last year, it didn't help either the Thunder or the Pistons make the playoffs. It's just so hard to integrate a new player into your system that far into the season, especially when that player is a point guard. So a wild ride for Augustine.
Here is Ibaka following the basket by Kyrie Irving.
Man, that is a missed opportunity right there.
And he'll be the first to tell you, Greg, that's one he should have knocked down.
Here's Roberson, covered by Irving from past the arc. DJ Augustine, and that's good. And the Thunder lead by 2.
And this has really been a well-played game up to this point. And you know what? I bet it stays that way until the end.
I certainly hope so. I mean, it's been a terrific contest, and there's nothing like a pair of teams just balling out the way they have been.
Yeah, saw some things that just weren't working for them and wants to make some adjustments.
Yeah, and no reason to wait around to do that, Greg. I mean, might as well make those adjustments right away.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Well, over the break, I listened in on David Blatt's huddle. He's looking for whatever they have left in the tank. He said, I know it's been a hard-fought game, but now's not the time to leave anything in reserve. If you're tired, come out. Otherwise, I expect you to be going all out, full speed. Guys?
And Shumpert kicks to Irving. On the wing, James. The turnaround. They get it back. Here's Mozgov. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
And that's an example of willpower right there, guys. I mean, grabbing the offensive rebound and then going back up strong.
And GA, in a close game like this where every possession is critical, that could prove to be a very big one.
Boy, it sure could, Kevin. I mean, he salvaged 2 big points for them off that miss.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Cantor's checked in. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Irving kicks to LeBron. Stolen by Durant. Here's Westbrook. They get a hand on it. And another shot. Can't hit. Shumpert with some nice D.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
Shots good by Ibaka.
Really good awareness right there on the assist.
Russell Westbrook really making a difference here.
He just continues to light them up. They're going to have to find a way to make him work harder for his points.
Picked by Mozgov. Inside. Here is Durant. Ibaka outside. That's good. And a nice assist from Durant. Durant's got his 4th assist in this one.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, it's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he's on the money. That's no doubt.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up.
.146 left in the fourth quarter. And with that, the Thunder lead is cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Shumpert.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Outside Westbrook. .132 left in the fourth quarter. They get it back. Cantor. Mozgov with the block. And now the fast break. Irving with the ball. Here's James. And that one's good. And it's now only a 1-point Thunder lead.
Key buckets, and we know he delivers down the stretch.
Kevin Love's checked in for Cleveland. .119 left in the fourth quarter. LeBron against Durant. Goes back up. And the layup good by Ibaka. Ibaka's got 12 points here in the second half.
And the defense just gets caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance opportunity.
You know, that just can't happen. They need much more effort than that on the glass.
Now, here is Irving. Shumpert. Count!
As clutch a shot as I have ever seen.
In a word, gutsy.
Oklahoma City's gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%. 7 of 13 on threes. Westbrook passes to Cantor. Money!
And that's his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the D and finish at the rim.
Outside Irving. Now the dish to James. Shot from 16. Again, James missing.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you can see the frustration on his face.
Here's Westbrook. Here's Roberson. Sinks it.
Just no let up, guys. They just keep coming at you.
Well, this lead is too big to overcome. I'm going out on the limb right now. There's just not enough time left on the clock to make up the ground they have to make up.
There's 21 seconds left in the game. And James throws it down.
Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Did he just go chop there with that one-hand tomahawk slam?
And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game out.
Exactly. I mean, you got to stop the clock any way possible and hope they alligator arm a few of those free throws.
Shooting two.
He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 5-point game.
Outstanding work at the foul line to make this a 2-possession game.
They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
Excellent display of team play.
And guys, Sade comes to mind for me because right now that offense, it's a smooth operation.
Sade, I like that, Greg.
Andre Roberson. Shooting 2.
All right, now, take a break. 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game. And Shumpert kicks to Irving. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
And that's playing into the hands of the defense right there.
No way you can sneak that shot by him, Greg. I mean, he was all on top of that one.
So it's Oklahoma City picking up the win. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds, Clark.
You know what? They showed their character in crunch time, though, doing what had to be done to send these fans home happy.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Russell, congratulations on this win. What were the main factors that helped you stay in control of this one down the stretch?
Just try to be aggressive. We did a good job all game of staying aggressive. Our defense was key towards the end, and we did a good job of closing the game out.
Thank you so much. Back to you guys at the table.
Thank you, Doris. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, Clark Kellogg, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you next time.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Many thanks, Kevin. So now we move on to our Jordan Player of the Game, Russell Westbrook. He had an outstanding third quarter. Whatever they needed in terms of energy and offense, he was the firepower that propelled them during the second half.
When you're facing Westbrook, you're always going to have your hands full. And tonight, he proved that once again. There's only one thought going through Russell's head. Attack, attack, attack. I know that was 2 thoughts, Ken.
I can't imagine a player having a better night from the field than he had tonight. His shooting percentage was off the charts. He used every trick in the book to get those high percentage shots. He shot from every direction, and there was a little bit of luck here and there, but he was on fire.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again soon.